Chico, from your perspective, watching in on the guys, what do you think about the everyone so far?
I mean, I think everybody's just making good progress. So far, so good. The offense been doing a really good job showing us different looks, defense stepping up, and we see a lot of speed in the backfield, and a lot of guys, young boys, getting in a lot of reps. So I think we're heading towards the right way, right direction to be, the Miami Hurricanes that everybody expects us to be. So yeah.
You had a good season last year. How do you now take it up even another notch? Obviously, it's probably your last year, so yeah.
I think there's no secret to that. You just got to put in the work. You got to show up on time. You got to have the intention to be better every day. Again, get 10% better every day. That's the kind of mindset you got to go into it. When you go into training, trying to rehab and get back on the field. Literally everything you do, you just got to have the mindset to be better.
Chico, can you kind of talk about that, whatever the postseason surgery thing you've been dealing with, and how that rehab's been going for you?
It's doing very good. Trainers have been helping me a lot through my progress. I think I've gained back really fast. I get so anxious to get back on the field, but I got to put my pride to the side. Just listen. And I'm excited to watch these guys do their thing in practice, and I'm just out there to support. So yeah.
And what was it? Is it a shoulder?
Yeah, I got my left shoulder torn labrum.
Gotcha.
And how's little brother doing? Not so little brother.
Yeah, he's doing very good. He's excited too. He got both shoulders fixed, and he's doing a lot of good in the training room. He's been showing up on time, and he has the same mindset as trying to get better every day. He's very anxious to be out here. I know he can't be out there watching because it gets him too excited. So yeah.
You said how Popo's doing already, right? No? Well, how's Popo doing? We just talked to him and he talked a lot about you.
Yeah, Popo has grew up like fast. Like it was a blink of an eye. He was last year a freshman, and it feels like he's been here for a while. He's grown up. He made some big steps of being mature and being a really good leader. He's doing a lot of good things in classrooms. He's being a really good leader for the football team, and he's showing up every play. You take that film, you see that film. He's been around the ball, so he's been doing really great. So.
Any of the other young linebackers standing out to you at all?
A lot of guys, to be honest with you. Cameron Pruitt has been showing up really fast, really good. He's really smart, very instinctive kid, very twitchy, and put those talents in the hands of Coach D. Nick. He's gonna put it to right use. Bobby Washington showing up. All those guys are gonna make a big impact for this football team. So yeah.
You played with Cam Ward at Washington State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of talk about his personality and just kind of what he brings to this team and from what you know from over there.
It's funny because I thought Cam Ward changed, but it's the same Cam Ward from Washington State. He crack jokes here and there. He's very calm and he's very confident. That's the thing that sticks out to me the most. He's a very confident individual, and you see it on the field in practice. He's out there throwing balls effortlessly, and he's a very good leader. He's very vocal when it's time, but he has the talent to take this team all the way.
So Popo, it's your first spring here at UM. What do you feel like you've adjusted since you got here last year, and what's it like going through spring for the first time?
So first I'm gonna say it's been great so far. I love it here, dream school. But last year was a very good year for me to come in and basically just be a sponge, Derek Nicholson, he's a great coach. You got Coach G, wonderful coach, and basically just sit under guys like Kiko, and learn, man. Take everything, advice on everything on and off the field. So I'm gonna say that helped me a lot. And D Nick also played a big role in helping me with things, on the field, helping me watch film. I felt like I was pretty ready last year, but it was just a sense of, watching and just waiting my turn and kind of, understanding just the process and falling in love with that process, Got bigger, stronger, so just ready for this year.
And kind of in the same vein of kind of waiting your turn kind of thing, Corey transfers, KJ graduates, Kiko's out right now. So you and the other linebackers, how much do you feel like you have like the opportunities to kind of impress coaches and do your thing this spring?
Man, it's a great opportunity, but not just for me. I will say in a sense of like with Derek Nicholson, Coach D-Nick, he's a coach that like plays, he cross-trains, and that's what we call it. He uses everybody as in players like Mike, Will, Kiko play Will, I play Will sometimes, and all of us, we kind of play Will and Mike. So it's a sense of all of us are always hungry. There's no such thing as us being selfish and greedy. We're all hungry, and it's really just, man, love it out here. We get to come out here and compete every day, work on something. My biggest thing, and I had to say my motto, I had the word in my room and all that, just find something to get better at every day. And, you know, I kind of stand on that, just make sure it's something I can get better with every day. That could be on the field or off the field. So I'm gonna say that it's great in our room when it comes to, because we all connect in a sense of we all want to get better and see each other get better. So
You talk about cross training. I mean, what do you feel most comfortable with, inside, outside?
So, good question. I would say as far as I can do most things, you know. I can track the ball very good, and that's with Mike. And I can kind of be solid on the sideline with Mike, where in Will, you're more of a covering tight end out the box sometimes. So I would say I'm pretty good at both. Favorite, I don't know. I probably say Mike sometimes here and there, but I also Will too in a sense, you know. But last year I went from Will to Mike, Will back to Mike, and right now I'm at Mike. You know, but it's really the same thing too. It's all the same, but I would say that, man, it's just been great so far being able to learn both, because it keeps you on edge. Once you get comfortable at Mike, it kind of just, Coach D-Nick is so great. He puts you at will this week, and it's a challenge because we put in a new script calls, and now you're on edge trying to get better.
How's the defense in general coming together? I mean, you got a lot of new pieces trying to...
Man, it's great. I say this again, man, as far as talent, that was never the question. You know, I've been like Miami since I was a kid, and that was never the question as far as talent, you know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest thing for us is just connecting, and now we have a lot of special guys in this room, in this defensive room, that are, you know, very special, you know, leaders stepping up, and we're just connecting, man, on a bond, a really tight bond. I think that's gonna help us out in the long run, especially on this year. But everybody's been great so far. It's just each and every day, you know, it's still early in the spring, but we're trying to step on it every day and just keep getting better as a group and stand with each other.
You have a younger brother that's a baller. How is him watching you do what you do affecting his game?
Man, he's actually doing really good right now. And man, since I was a kid, he's always been watching me. You know, Markel, he's always been watching me. You know, and I didn't know he's 6'1" now, doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing everything, you know what I'm saying? Tackle, run, catch the ball. So it's just, man, just him following my footsteps, doing everything I wanted to do. And now, since he's watching me, I'm blessed for him to be watching me, you know, at a stage like that, and do very good at a stage like this. So
you said he would be better. You still believe that?
Yeah. He's very talented, man. Like I said, I'm very hard on him. He's probably gonna see this. I'm very hard on him, but sometimes I want to tell him, like, man, I wasn't doing that at that age. You know what I'm saying? So just for him, just to keep that edge, kind of what I have, and keep wanting to get better at everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything, every day. Yeah.
You talked about leaders. Who are the emerging leaders on defense?
Man, you got a all-time linebacker right there, Kiko. He's always a leader, man, helping us out with everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember once I came in last year, and I've seen him coming out of the D-line meeting, and I was very big on, you know, because the playbook was the biggest thing when you come in as a freshman, adjusting to that. And I asked him, what are you doing coming out of the D-line room? And he told me, man, once you learn the offensive, once you learn what you need to do, you can learn what everybody needs to do, and they'll help you play better. So that's been my motto for this year, and what's made me play way faster and really take risks and play with confidence, you know, because that's how you make plays. So just being able to learn what everybody got to do to know where my help is on the field.
As great as you expected it to be.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm originally raised from down here. I moved when I was like 9 or 10, played for South Miami down here at Grey Ghost. So definitely, my dad Cuban out here. So man, they don't get no better than this, because it went everywhere, and I don't want to be. I'm glad I chose here, and don't want to be nowhere else. You know.
Who's a tough cover for you at tight end?
We got this year. We got some good ones, man. You got E, Elijah, and you got Little E. You know, other Elijah. He's crazy. Y'all see him making plays every day. So man, I'm just saying they're all, even with Riley, all of them. But I like it because as far as the linebackers, we get to go against the best. You know what I'm saying? And Cam Moore and get no better than that. Just go against the best, some tight throws, and when you go up against these other teams, you know, these other ACC teams, you're able to see what it's really like. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you go against anybody better in camp?
Man, you just don't get no better than that, man. Tight throws, communication, talking trash. We compete, and I think that's what it's coming down to. See, back then, I'm sure, you know, speaking from some of the former players back then, the game was very much, it was, the practices were harder than the games back then, and that's what we're trying to bring it to now, and that's what it's looking like now. We're making this very interesting right here on this green tree, so the game could just be easier.
And Elijah Lofton.
Last question for
Elijah Lofton has made quite an impression here as a true freshman. Talk about him, how tough of a cover he is. He seems to constantly be making plays all over.
E, man. First couple days, he didn't say nothing. Kid was just playbook, you know what I'm saying, quiet. But man, really good kid and very into, you know, what he needs to get done. He's adjusted very well, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just excited to be able to compete with him and the other tight ends in that room.
Great.